Here are 3 tips to begin to prioritize classical guitar tone if you want to get more into it.
Excuse me, I'm trying to get something done.
If I had to pick one aspect that was most important for a musician, I would pick tone, especially an instrument like the nylon string guitar. The first tip is that you have to know it's a thing. And when I think about this, I think about myself in the past. I used to think that tone happened when you moved your fingers. You moved your fingers and tone came out, and that's what you sound like. That's about as far as I thought. I was in school for classical guitar about 5 or 6 years before I really started to consider, do I have any role to play in the cultivation of my own sound? I work with people all the time that are still in the place where you're just not really thinking about sound. My teacher would say, when you listen to someone's tone, it tells you how intelligent they are. Without a doubt, it does tell you how much they are willing to think about sound. And most people are willing to do pretty much anything except think. The second tip is that listen to some great players and just think, if I could wave a fingernail and magic myself to sound like one of these people, who would I choose right now? Do you like sweet sound, beautiful sound? Listen to people like David Russell. Do you like macho, bright, very firm, very strong sound? It's got to be prime John Williams, okay? In my opinion, pre-Smallman John Williams. If you like really full, really deep, and also very smooth sound, Pepe Romero, okay? Great sound, amazing tone. When you do work like that, you're not really gonna sound more like them. You'll end up sounding more like you. The third thing is look for areas and then embrace the aspect of doing this to apply sound to what you do. I used to do a lot of technical work. I practiced scales for 2 hours. I practiced 3 hours of technique every day. I not once thought about my sound in all of that. There's things to be said about movement training, strength, endurance, coordination. But one of my favorite words to use when talking about sound production is efficiency. Because what are we doing? We're playing music. Do you want to be artistic when you play music? If you have no idea what that great sound is, you're actually reinforcing with all that technique, whatever sound that is. If you start thinking this way, a mistake is not a wrong note. It's a sound that doesn't fit into your ideal scheme, because that's not what you meant to say.